Volleyball Club. Calling on their team captain, number 18, Ron Medalla. At number 1, Jake Buslik. Jersey number 4, Russell Fronda. At number 5, Ivo Rignon. Jersey number 8, Jeremy Pedrosa. At number 12, Jan Mangulabnan. Libero is John Joshua Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Ocampo. This game is under.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups para sa The Navigators Iloilo. You have Apolinario, Guaza, Cortez, De Pedro, Nursidic, Disquitado, and Adao for Iloilo. Meanwhile, for their opponents, the VNS Griffins, you have Pedrosa, Rignon, Medalla, Mangulabnan, Fronda, Buslig, and Owa Cruz as their libero. Once again, thank you for joining us on One Sports. This is the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference. And as mentioned by Ivy a while ago, no, game day number 7 na tayo for this conference. These two teams have played two games each. For the Navigators Iloilo, they've won both of their contests so far. Meanwhile, para naman sa VNS, 1-1. So relatively good start pa rin, no? Coming from their stint in the semifinals. And once again, we are live on One Sports Plus, also on Smart Livestream, and on the Signal Play app. And those who are joining us live in the venue here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center, thank you for spending your Sunday with us. But Ivy, let's talk more about these two teams. Na itong Iloilo, probably a lot of questions for people saan sila nanggaling. But relatively, they've had that chemistry because they play all around different tournaments.
Right.
So may pinagsamahan na tong
Right,
na to.
yeah. So they played several, not just tournaments here in Manila, of course, but back there.
Yeah.
So, if you can see that could probably be one of the advantages that they have over other teams here in the tournament. They probably have been together longer,
Yeah.
than most teams.
That's what they don't see, no? Kasi
Right.
parang dahil bagong team, baka mamaya bago rin sila magkakasama. But that's not the case for the Navigators Iloilo. Although, their player, I'd say, si Jay Disquitado, diba? Galing yan sa Santa Rosa City Lions. Played last conference for that team along with their libero na si Espanso. So we begin things off with VNS serving. That's Mangulabnan, their setter. Apolinario is a man to watch, as we mentioned. And first point goes to the Navigators Iloilo.
So what's exciting about this match, if we look at statistics, both of these teams are actually the number 1 and number 2 digging teams. So
Right.
I am expecting na matagal mamamatay ang bola sa mga rally.
I was thinking the same thing kasi nakita ko sa stat sheet, after 2 games, best in digging. So you're right, we'll see a lot of saves. So far, wala pang nasa-save itong VNS. That's 2 quick points for Iloilo. That was a conversion once again from Apolinario. And Disquitado will be the one to serve. A lot of news also about this guy, which we won't preempt dahil may report dyan mamaya si Dorin. The Pedro will attack. That's popped up by VNS. Medalla with a push. It's kept alive. Cruz will transfer it to Pedrosa.
There was a touch.
Yep. VNS gets their first point of the match, courtesy of that attack mula kay Noy Pedrosa. Ron Medalla, of course, a decorated player out of the Ateneo Blue Eagles volleyball program. And that's a point for the Navigators.
Now take a look at that angle.
And you saved that perfectly to Ivy.
Of
You
course.
saved our equipment. Kundi, hindi tayo maririnig nito pag di mo na-save yun.
Pinagpa-practicean ko na rin kasi ito eh. Yun yung parang isang basic pag nasa Spikers Turf ka eh.
Buslig joins the scoring column for VNS. Take a look at this one, the approach, and then he scores.
Good cross-court hit.
2 serving 3 right now. And the early goings of this match. Good serve. And that turns into an error. So an ace para kay number 5 of VNS. That's Evo Riñon. Game is tied at 3 apiece. Better first ball. And turned into a point by the Navigators.
Good adjustment here on the side of the Navigators.
That was rash. Nursidik using his height to get that point. Good serve there para kay De Pedro. Here comes Buslig again. Saved by Adao. From the pipe. Oh, rejected by Fronda.
Excellent blocking. It's a pipe attack there. Very well read by VNS.
Pedrosa with a serve. That's too long. And the Navigators regained advantage. 5-4 in set number 1. As Jerome Cortez heads on deck to serve, the team captain want to play for Mangulapdan works. We all know that Jan Mangulapdan comes from a volleyball family, so he knows a thing or two about
That's right.
setting.
And also, family of setters, right?
Oh, another good serve. VNS has been racking up the aces early on in set number 1 as they take the lead for the first time. That was Jake Buslig, who only scored a point, by the way, in their last game against Vanguard, pero kakailan na rin siya dito. Saved by VNS. Returned by Cruz. They open up to Disquitado.
Oh, but there's a net violation error to be called up against Disquitado.
So that's a 2-point lead now for VNS. Blockers were a bit late, but as you mentioned, unfortunately, tumama lang sa net ito si Jay Disquitado. And another point for VNS.
So a string of errors being committed here by the Navigators.
Buslig has been serving well. Good for a 3-point lead para sa Griffins. Time out on the floor. Technical. Babalik tayo dito sa One Sports.
Stephen Ivy, alam niyo ba, in his very first game here in this conference, Jay Disquitado told me that his ultimate goal is to play for the national team. At mukhang narinig ng universe ito si Jade because just 5 days after, he received an invitation to be a part of the national team for the SEA Games. Sabi nga ni Jay, di niya daw ina-expect na may invite siya, but he was so happy, so excited for finally making that dream happen that he replied with a yes first bago niya tawagan ang parents niya who were crying over the phone when they heard the news. And now that he checked that goal off, sabi ni Jay that his next goal is for Iloilo to get the championship here in their debut conference. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Doreen, for that report. It's like the universe listens while Doreen was reporting.
Right.
Disquitado had that great kill, but really, crazy story there, Ivy, no? Kumbaga, that kid has great confidence, and for him to get an invite to national team speaks a lot about what he can do.
Right, right. And I'm sure, we've all been witness to the kind of talent that he has. And there's really more room to grow, no? But for him, I think it's nowhere but up,
Yeah, that's right. Literally and figuratively. Dahil paangat ng paangat yung talaga to si Jay Discatado.
And I think one good thing about it also is because he has his goal, So that's why he's really determined to work hard for it.
Right. This time his attack is out. So that's gonna be a 4-point lead now for the VNS Griffins. We're gonna be watching him and the rest of our national team members as they prepare for the upcoming tournaments. Ooh! What a kill! A quick attack from Apolinario to Guaza.
Perfect setup. The blockers for VNS was just too late. They saw him coming in, but that attack was just too fast.
Mangulabnan. Back sets to Pedrosa. They go now to Medalla. Oh, that's a point off the block for Medalla.
Good run so far here for VNS.
They're maintaining this 4-point lead against the Navigators Iloilo as Mangulabnan continues to serve. Apolinario, back sets to Discatado. There was a check there. Pedrosa goes up. And that's the point.
VNS has been capitalizing a lot on the blockers of the Navigators.
And that prompts the Navigators to call for time as we listen in.
Tinitingnan kayo ng spikers, Ayun yan, nakatinig din tapos papatamain na sa'yo kanina, nakita nyo? Ganun ginawa nung una. Nung pangalawa, ganun ginawa. Check ball outside. Okay, timing. Relax na muna. Okay, tingnan yung spiker. Tingnan yung spiker, ha? Tapos, pag ganyan na yung kamay, kaya pasok kamay. Okay? Okay? Walang problema sa offense natin. Walang problema sa offense natin. Andyan, tingnan mo, super effective tayo sa offense. Bawi tayo sa defense. Okay, wala tayong defense, Okay, trabaho pa. Kailangan natin muna pa. Para naman palo lang. Uy, galaw, trabaho.
We heard that timeout from the Navigators Iloilo. This was the attack mula kay Noy Pedrosa, which Iloilo was not able to save, and now VNS has built their biggest lead of the game so far at 5 points after trailing to begin this set. Discatado is the man to attack, and why not, as he delivers a point for the Navigators.
The Navigators are really aiming for very sharp cross-court hits. They're down by 4 right now. And basically, the difference in the score where the VNS was leading, right, mostly because of the errors that Iloilo has committed.
From the service.
Right. And they also have 4 attack errors already.
Guaza is all business at the middle for the Navigators. It's back-to-back points for Iloilo. For this one. As Discatado serves 9-12. At the best first ball, and again, Guaza.
Well, you can't have that kind of deception. Bawal ang regalo pag nasa harap. Atong si Guaza.
Three straight points now for Iloilo. They've cut the lead down to 2 points. Good first ball by Cruz. And then the attack from Pedrosa.
That was perfectly executed here on the side of VNS. Good first ball, perfect setup as well. Only one blocker going up against Pedrosa.
Medalla serves for VNS. Ooh, denied by the blockers of the blue shirts. Their turn to attack right now. Puslig will score. The Navigators, they've been having trouble getting to that cross-court attacks of VNS. And hindi pa nagka-translate, Ivy, yung statistics na best
Right.
Diggers tong dalawang koponan na to. Not a lot of saves so far. But what we're seeing is a lot of service aces from VNS.
Actually, VNS has been very aggressive at the service line. I think they're trying to capitalize on yung percentage ng poor reception ng first ball. Kasi at least that gives them lesser opportunity to execute a good play. But not that time around. Nakita natin talaga result ng magandang first ball eh.
Guaza is not messing around. And he's been doing a lot of damage from that spot.
I think it really helps, because he has the hang time. If you look at the last sequence, pababa na yung blocker siya, nandun pa sa taas eh.
Yeah. That's gonna be a point for the Navigators. And it all started with a good serve of Nastin Guaza.
He's been performing well at the front line. So far, 83% success rate in his attack. He's also performing well at the service line. So
he's the one helping his team stay in this game.
And he has been doing very well defending the net as well.
And this will lead to a timeout for Coach Ralph Ocampo as their lead is down to 2 points.
Ilan yung binibigay nating over-receive? 3 points eh. Kaya naghihirap tayo pumuntos tapos bibigyan natin ng 3 points. Sayang pumuntos natin. More time. First on yung receive. Gado yung service nila. Hindi nyo ba pwedeng ganyan nilang? First on yung bola. Mag-side shot. Side shot inside. Yun yung sinasabi sa'yo ulit. Go. May dalawa ka tayo. Ibo, magbasa ka naman ng VNS, Audrey.
Timeout called there by VNS, and they know what's at stake. They built a big lead, Ivy, pero ngayon nga, they're saying, hindi pwede masayang yung binuo nilang kalamangan kanina.
That's right, and Coach Ralph was very specific also about how many overballs have they already given to the Navigators. And obviously, Iloilo has been taking advantage of that.
This time a better receive, and it leads to that attack, but saved by Iloilo. Let's see what VNS comes up with. Mangulabnan chooses Pedrosa, and he breaks the block. And they finally break that run of the Navigators as we reach the second technical timeout. Here inside the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center. It's the first match of our Sunday doubleheader. VNS going up against the Navigators Iloilo. They have a 3-point lead. Iloilo looking to cut that down, but access denied by Fronda and Buslig.
Good net defense on the side of VNS, and that's definitely making it more difficult for the Navigators. So they have not made any adjustment so far in terms of their attacks.
Apat ulit ang kalamangan. De Pedro this time scores off the block. Mangulabnan. Oh, what an attack. Perfectly set up to Fronda.
That's right, and no blockers going up against him at that sequence. That was just too fast for the blockers.
Right. At Mangulapnan takes a breather as Mark Deximo checks in for the first time. Will be the man tasked to do the serving duties for VNS. But still cold from the bench as he sends that wide. Sasagot naman dito itong si Coach John Panes as they send in Renz Engay replacing Cortez. At nagpalitan lang ng errors. So both of the bunots, no, hindi naging effective for these two teams. But they remain on the floor nonetheless. Looks like both coaches are looking for something from these players. Buslig will serve. Oh. That is 3 straight errors for both teams.
That's already yung third service error in the side of VNS.
And Temi Bagalay checks in for the first time for VNS. Nabanggit natin, player of the game in their win against Vanguard. Medalya off the block. Temi with a poor reception. And it leads to a point by Disquitado. Cortez will serve with the help of the net. Kept alive. They swing it to Medalya. Ron will score. Finds the line there.
Good eye there from Medalya, finding that open spot at the back court.
And VNS reaches the 20-point mark here in set number 1. Fronda with a serve. They put it up.
Oh, but there's a net violation error on the side of VNS. Yes, so that's actually...
No complaints there on the part of VNS. Alam naman natin may challenges dito sa Spikers turf, but no team has used their challenge yet. De Pedro, saved by Bagalay. Medalya again. Ooh, that's short.
So just a 1-point lead now for VNS.
Here comes the Navigators, Iloilo. Apolinario with a good serve. Deximo to Medalya. Naibalik pa yun sa side ng VNS. Good take from Adao. This is a free ball given up. Cruz. Deximo, back set. The attack. Again returned to sender. Medalya. It's kept alive. Disquitado is rejected, but what a save by Apolinario. What a rally for these two teams. Who will get the point? Medalya ulit. Yes!
Medalya squeezing that in just the middle of the two blockers. Napakaliit na the space na hanapan pa niya, nagawan pa niya ng paraan.
That was quality volleyball.
Oh yes, definitely. A lot of good defense and offense from both of these teams. Guaza did not raise his hands. A lot of space para kay Medalya.
What about the reflexes though of Apolinario?
Oh yes, that was one of the best saves so far.
Mangulapnan is able to get a breather. He's back to serve. Disquitado. That just throws out for Jay Disquitado.
Too much angle on that hit. I think they're trying to call in for a net touch.
Mangulabnan will serve. A float one. Apolinario sets up De Pedro, and De Pedro scores.
Good combination play from the Navigators.
Bali na nagtatawas, Cortez. Checks in. Serving 22 here in set number 1. Mangulabnan. Rinyon had to adjust. Popped up by Bagalay. Pedrosa. Apolinario opens up. And Cortez will score just as he returned from the bench.
Good hit off the block.
Hindi nga ganun kataas eh, no? He was a bit low in the net, but still was able to find the right angle. Talking about their captain, Jerome Cortez. Mangulabnan, back sets to Medalla. And off the block, he scores.
You know, the Navigators are becoming a bit loose in terms of their blocking.
VNS is just 2 points away from taking the opening set against the undefeated, the Navigators, Iloilo. Apolinario.
Oh, that's a good hit. Ipapaw.
That was De Pedro with the point. 22 serving 23. Guaza with the serve. Mangulabnan upset Bagalay for his first attempt. Saved by Iloilo. Cruz. First ball. Here comes Pedrosa. The push does not work. They go back to him. It's wide. It's out. And we are tied at 23 all.
This is exciting, and we've never expected anything less, of course, from both of these teams.
That's right.
Good catch up here from the Navigators.
We know that the Navigators will not go down easily because they haven't given up a set in 2 games. Pareho panalo nila in straight sets in the Open Conference. Bagalay, though, has other things in mind.
Good hit.
It's gonna be a timeout called by the Navigators as they talk things over. Femi feeling it.
Ay, one good receive muna
As
tayo.
we listen in.
Kailangan natin makapatay, one good receive. Okay? Ha? Kailangan makadikit tayo dito para makaabot tayo. Okay ha? Bawi ka agad. Sige. Atake tayo mga vice. Okay, sige ball yun. Sa sunod. Diyan, yung patang sa wala. Hindi pa pala. Okay? Ha? Go for just tayo. Go for just tayo. Go 1%. Let's go. Ay, ready! Go! Diba?
Basic reminders for Coach John Panis and Ivy. That's what they need. A good receive so that they can set up that perfect play to tie this one up.
That's right. Perfect execution of everything, actually, for both of these teams at this point.
Rinyon will serve. That's a good first ball for Espanso. De Pedro will attack. It's saved by Medalla, but it's gonna be a free ball. Let's see what the Navigators come up with. De Pedro ulit. Pedrosa was there. And Bagalay will finish. As set number 1 belongs to the VNS Griffins. And they give the Navigators their first set loss. Unang beses to give up a set here in the Open Conference. Talking about the Navigators. And it's Femi Bagalay with the finishing touch. 25-23 and